Okay, so you've gone through the first steps. Now we are officially inside of ClickUp. I want to go over the hierarchy inside of ClickUp. It's extremely simple, but it can come off a little bit confusing. Now, we did pick the intermediate version of ClickUp. So when you did that, these are some of the features. If you remember, it said that it was going to show you some of the main features that people like. So it set it up here for you just so you can see an example. And it also gave you a few items to do here that you can actually go through and learn how to actually start working through ClickUp. And we will do those things. But first, we are going to go through the hierarchy of ClickUp. So okay, so now let's go through the hierarchy. When it comes to a workspace or a a ClickUp workspace, I don't know why I said Facebook, we want to look at 5 different main levels. So first we have the workspace level, which is the company name or your personal name. When you first set it up, I had told you either put your name. I definitely recommend that you put the business name, the company name. So that's the workspace. Then you go a little bit further, which is the spaces. Now, the spaces are going to be the departments, whether it be marketing, active clients, financial, whatever the department is, sales, something like that. Or some people even use the spaces as like if they have a large client, something like that. So here we have the workspace, which in our case, we have it to where it's called Click Up to Level Up Workspace because this is the membership. And then we have the spaces, which is right here. And if we open that up, you can see right now all we have is an everything space and a space called space. Next level is the folder level. The folders, you can have the client's name there, you can have the services you offer, you can have the team members, you can use it, you have a CRM. Again, there are so many options. These are just ones that I to start out to give you recommendations. But the further you go into the membership, you'll see different examples of how you can actually utilize the different folder spaces, workspaces, and so on. So then we have the list level, which comes directly under the folders. So inside of a folder, so let's go back a little bit. Inside a workspace, there are spaces. Inside of the spaces, there are folders. Inside of the folders, there are lists. So for the list, you can have the client's name, the services you offer. Again, you can have the month that you're working out of. You can have it to where it says active or past if you're utilizing it as a CRM. Then inside the list, you have task. So the task, what needs to be completed? What are the fulfillment tasks? What has to happen to actually make sure that your client gets what they paid for, right? If you have any requests, whether it be from your team or from the client themselves, basically the to-do section. So let's open up the side so we can show you the breakdown a little bit more. So I told you the workspace is Click Up to Level Up Workspace. And then the spaces we have here, we have space and we have everything. So I'm going to go into the space. So in the space, you see we have list right here. This is a list. And then inside the list, we're actually going to have a folder. And I'll show you how to do this again another time. We're just going to put test. So here we have the workspace, Click Up to Level Up, the space, which says space, you can have as a department, something like that. Then underneath the space is the folder. Inside the folder, you have a list. Inside the list, you have task. So if you have any questions about this and you need a little bit more clarity on how to do it or what it is, one, just keep going down into the membership. We're constantly adding more items and ask questions inside the group. I'm sure there's somebody in there that has the same question as you or has already asked a question and it was answered by myself or somebody on my team or even by another member. They might know how to do it already and then they can share it with you. So again, we have the workspace, which then goes into the spaces, which then goes into the folders, which then trickles down to the list and then trickles down into the task.